It seems like Mission Impossible. If you notice any spelling mistakes, by the way, please tell me because I haven't double checked these. But it seems like Mission Impossible has not hit like a stunt in its growth, but apparently what's been happening is because Barbenheimer has been so popular, they have been pulling copies of Mission Impossible out of the cinemas to play this movie, and everybody keeps sort of saying, "Oh, this is Barbie is the first billion box office." Yeah, of course it has, because they've advertised the absolute crap out of it, and now they're pulling other movies out of the cinema just to show it. So of course it's popular.
Yeah,
it always makes me laugh when. Oh, go on.
How long is this last Mission Impossible movie?
I
know the last one was 2.5. As I say, the last one was like around 2.5 hours. So I mean that makes sense too. Like Oppenheimer being new, and plus the whole contract that Nolan has, where his movies stay in theaters for 100 days. Like that all makes sense. But like you have, I believe Barbie's hour and a half to 2 hours long or something like that.
You can get more screenings out of it.
Yeah. And being super popular as it is, that means more money for them.
Yeah. I mean, it would. These people who keep sort of saying about how well it's done and everything else, I do think to myself, what would have happened if Barbenheimer had come out and then in 2 or 3 weeks' time, Mission Impossible would come out after it? I think that would have made like a huge, huge difference. Obviously to the box office takings and everything else. And it always makes me laugh. You get the official account, like on Twitter, of Barbie saying, "We're the #1 movie in the world." Really? What? The movie that was released at the time when it should have been, and you've advertised it, that's the #1 movie in the world. Brilliant. Well done. I mean, it's not going to be in 10 months' time, is it? But it is at the moment. So,
I mean, it's Barbie. Like Barbie is iconic. Like just in general, it's been around since what, like the 40s or 50s? I want to say 50s. And so like, I mean, as horrible as it sounds of a movie, like I'm not at all surprised that it's raking in money.
Hang on. Right. Mad Ink. Right. It does have, if I take it off, it says our names, but I don't know how to put them on at the same time.
I don't think you can. I've never seen that before.
See, it says Sean Byrne and Boba Phil. Not George Lucas. I haven't gone by that name for ages. I've been telling you that. Hang on. See if I can change it. Nope, let's not do that. That's just going to go horribly wrong. The stream ended early this week. So it's a shame because last year, obviously, Tom Cruise was being hailed as the savior of the cinema because of Top Gun, again, which did unbelievably well, but it wasn't followed up by any sort of major movie, which was then going to come in and then start taking away the seats from it. So,
well, that, and like I've heard mixed things about the new Fallout. Like I've heard people that really like it. I've heard people that are in the middle of the road and people that don't really care for it. Where Top Gun, like everyone loved Top Gun.
Yeah. I mean, I must admit, I wasn't that bothered about seeing Top Gun, and I did watch it on streaming. But when I watched it, I actually really did like it. It was stupid and it was over the top and everything else, but I had a thoroughly good time with it.
Yeah.
I think Mission Impossible is the same. I'm going to say, I mean, Maddox has just said on the comments there that he thought it was good. I don't know. Mission Impossible 7, it had its flaws, but again, I was thoroughly entertained from beginning to end. For a 2.5-hour movie, it didn't lull too much. It got stupid in places. Like yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Sometimes 3-hour movies feel like. Apparently, that's what Oppenheimer's like. The hillbilly apparently. Sorry, just to interrupt, Heidi. The hillbilly is decided he didn't want to talk about musicals because that's like the main topic, which we're only going to mention for 10 minutes at the end. But apparently, he would rather be outside with his friends. Last week it was a thunderstorm. The week before that it was something else. He just basically, I know he's got a girlfriend now and he doesn't want to hang around with his mates anymore. We've got to pick up all the pieces when it all goes wrong and she winds up dead in a river somewhere.
So super warm. I just want to point out, Maddox said that I'm the other Sean, and
yes,
I got a problem with that. I am not the other Sean. He's the other Sean. I was here first.
It is becoming that way. Sean T, who is has been with us for a long time, he doesn't seem to come anymore. So you're now becoming the Sean, and he's becoming the other Sean. So yeah, take that, Sean, if you ever listen. I just saw the Big Lebowski and didn't get it.
What? How do you not get the Big Lebowski? Did you
Thank
pay
you for the
attention
tip,
to
though,
it?
Heido. The Big Lebowski, you didn't get it. Yeah, no, that's a weird one. I don't understand what's not to get. It's just a great movie. You've got the dude and stuff. Yeah, it's a comedy. It's a
It's
very,
a
very, very black comedy.
it's a neo noir kind of pulpy.
Maybe it's a bloke's film. Maybe, Heidi, you need to identify as a man and watch it again.
Yeah, try that.
Hmm.
Now, to be
That always-
fair, the first time that I watched The Big Lebowski, internet was kind of new to me at the time. From what I remember, it was like 97, so I was like 17.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah.
And I remember like doing a lot of downloading of music and stuff on Kazaa at the time. So like I was not paying attention to it. I'm like, this movie sucks. And then like a couple months later, my buddy was like, "Oh, have you seen The Big Lebowski? Like that movie's great." And I'm like, "Yeah, it sucked. It was boring." He was like, "What?" And he was like, "No, we're gonna watch it again." And I was like, "This movie's fucking awesome." Now I'm sitting down and actually paying attention to it.
It is weird. Sometimes you revisit a movie that you think you didn't like, and then when you watch it again with different eyes, more mature, whatever it might be, that all of a sudden it's awesome.
Yeah, there's that too. The element of, oh God, I can't think of anything recent, but like, yeah, there's times that like, I've watched okay, Quentin Tarantino. Like when I was younger, I didn't like most of his movies, and then when I got older, like recently, I think late last year, I watched Pulp Fiction again for the first time since it first came out. And I was like, this movie's fucking great. Like, what was I thinking to dislike this movie?
You didn't like it the first time? My goodness.
I found it boring and kind of like convoluted, I guess.
Right. Heidi, if you're going to watch The Big Lebowski again, may I suggest sitting around in a pair of boxer shorts and t-shirts, drinking a beer, scratching fake nuts, burping and farting a lot, all right, and just like I say, think like a man, and then like I say, may make more sense for you.
Yeah, say the dude abides a lot too.
So we've covered Mission Impossible there. Managed to go on to The Big Lebowski, but like I say, we're keeping things short and sweet at the moment whilst everybody's away, so we're going to move on. That was an excerpt from the Outpost Frequencies, brought to you by thelastmovieoutpost.com. We hold a live stream every Sunday at 12 p.m. on Central Time and 6 p.m. UK time. You're welcome to join us. In the meantime, make sure you visit thelastmovieoutpost.com for all of your movie news, reviews, and everything cool about film. So cheesy.